Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Wednesday, November 11th, 2015. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Sunny skies and white sandy beaches. Absolutely gorgeous day today in Thailand. I have to tell you, a little late today as I was very ill yesterday. I got some food poisoning, so we're running a little bit late today. Traders, this is brought to you through fxclearing, Excellence in Trading. Please come join us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. All right, traders, got a lot to talk about. Had some data come out early. We have some data coming out about 2 hours. You should see this by then. And we have some China data come out. We'll get to that in just a moment. However, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator through the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I will tell you that I do record this during the Asia session. It is still Asia, but it's late in Asia. It's basically in the inactive zone of Asia. Today as I'm recording, like I said, I'm about 4 hours late today, so it's just been a really tough last 24 hours. So how do I trade? I trade by using fundamentals. I listen to fundamentals. I don't trade the numbers. I might trade fundamentals 45 minutes after the trade. I do trade as a technician. I trade charts. Looking at candlestick patterns, support, resistance. I'm looking for price structure, previous history of the chart. In other words, I'm always looking left of the chart to see what's going on, and I'm always changing my time frames, always going up to the higher time frame or a lower time frame, depending on what I'm looking for. And I'm always looking for probabilities and opportunities to be successful in my trades to get a win. And no, I don't win every trade. If anybody ever tells you that, man, please just disconnect from that conversation. All right, let's get to the legal stuff. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risk to be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most of all, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. If you're trading your mortgage money or your car payment or something like that, go to a demo account so you can afford to activate a live account and trade safely. Just want to make a little comment on that. I think, my motto is trade small and trade a lot, right? That's the way to do it. Trade small, but trade a lot. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Okay, traders, I am back. Okay, let's take a look we're looking at the economic calendar, if I'm not mistaken, where we left off. New Zealand had a lot of data come out. They had Governor Wheeler speaking, they had the financial stability report. I really don't have any numbers on that. Earlier today, Australia had Westpac consumer sentiment came out within, expectations at 3.9. Japan had its monthly M2 money stock year on year, came out bad at 3.6 versus 3.8. And China, in an hour from now, like I told you, is coming out with their industrial production, which can move the markets. In the European session, we have the Great British Pound as average earnings and climate count change. And then 45 minutes before, an hour and 15 minutes before the U.S. Open, you have ECB President Draghi speaking. I'm seeing that the U.S. has a bank holiday today, and I'm not sure if that's just a bank holiday. That's got to be just for banks. That means that markets are most likely open today in the U.S. session. They normally wouldn't have a holiday where the stock market's closed in the middle of the week. It's very rare. So, and also Canada is on a bank holiday. All right, so the Dow closed up 0.16%. The S&P 500 closed up 0.15% in the green. The Nasdaq closed negative 0.24%. The small cap 2000 closed 0.41%. If we go over to the Eurozone, the DAX closed up 0.16%. The FTSE 100 closed negative 0.32%. The CAC 40 closed 0.02% in the green out of Paris. And the Euro Stoxx 50 out of Frankfurt closed 0.21%. Take a look at what's going on in Asia, and remember these markets are currently open. The Nikkei 225 is currently positive at 0.05%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is positive 0.22%. The China A50 is negative 1.16%. And the Hang Seng out of Hong Kong is negative 0.21%. And the Kospi out of Seoul is negative 0.23%. So that's what's going on with that. Looking at the charts today, my big thing that I saw that I thought was quite interesting was that a lot of pullbacks, and which is good because a lot of these things are pulling back to where we want. And so I think we got some good entries coming. I do need to check what that bank holiday is if the stock market is closed in the U.S. If that's the situation, that is not good news for our trading day. So we will keep an eye on that and see why they are closed. All right, let's move on. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Okay, so you can see this is, yesterday came down, went sideways, and now we're back up here. This all one pivot at 1.0766, which is beautiful. This is a great entry right here. Sell it. I mean, I don't want to buy the euro dollar, right? There's no way I want to buy the euro dollar. So this is great. If you look left of the chart, there's plenty of price action, so we can sell this one. Want to take profit at the S2, S1 pivot, and also the EA. You can see that's a support line at 1.0676. So looks good. Looks like a nice, this could be a 70 pip trade if it works out for us. All right, let's take a look at pound. Pound is mulling around here. Not a lot of price action in the last couple of days. It did do a pop up there. I gather that was from data. So we're at a spot here. I just want to close below this 200 exponential moving average, or let it come up to this R3 pivot, and we'll get in at 1.5191. I'm not going to do anything until it closes below this 200 exponential moving average. And you're going to get a bounce at the daily pivot, but I want this to go down to the S2 reversal pivot at 1.5066. It's only a 30 pip trade, 36 pip trade. So no, you don't have to jump into this. And we have data in the European session for the pound, so that might give us some catalyst to get this thing moving. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar hasn't done much, however, it has pulled back up to resistance. And yes, this is the same chart as yesterday. I didn't have to do anything on this one today. And you can see we're at a prime spot to sell this at 0.7073. And, I'm just waiting for the bearish candlestick and confirmation. I'm ready to take this all the way back down to 0.70000 is my, or 7015 would be my call for that one. That's what I think would probably be a good place to take care of that. So that's what's going on with the Aussie. If we take a look at the Euro Aussie, this finally decided to do something, but we're still left of the chart. It's still pretty ugly, folks. It's closed below the 200. It's closed below the daily pivot points. You can sell this. I want this to come down, though. I need this to come down to this 52.19 area. Now, there's a couple of disadvantages of that. One is that we're coming into the 5200 area, and that's a psychological area, so you can expect a bounce. But I'd like to take this all the way down to 5172, which is our support line. And you do have an S1 pivot in there. There's a little price action left of the chart. So we might get a little bounce there, but you're going to be in profit, and you're going to be break even, so it's a free trade. The entry here is going to be this. The tricky part is getting in this. So I really want to see one or two more candles, and we'll have that before the London Open. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Yen. The Euro Yen is another one that looks really well. This is at a good spot here. If we can just get a bearish candlestick, engulfing a nice good one, where you feel confident in the trade, and take this to the downside. The other thing you can do is you can throw a trend line. That last red candle, if you go left 4 candles, you can draw a trend line and put a trend line in there, see if you get below that trend line, and then just take it from there. So you have a couple of options here. But I'd love to take this short at 132.25. We'll get out at 131.61. This just looks like a nice 50 pip trade. If we can, get this entry. The entry is going to be hard here. Exits aren't difficult, right? You basically know where you want to get out or scale out. And so this doesn't look difficult on that part. So we'll see how this works on. We'll just work on that. But I'd like to sell the Euro Yen. Definitely want to sell this. This is bearish all over the place. Higher time frames, this time frame, it's bearish. I just want to sell this. Let's take a look at the New Zealand. New Zealand popped up on this data that they had this morning. I guess whatever New Zealand's Governor Wheeler said must have gave some positive influx. As we can see, this came up and continued to go up. I do not want to buy the New Zealand dollar, folks. Okay, I do not want to buy the New Zealand dollar. But I will sell it at 0.65, 64, somewhere there. If it closes below that R3 pivot, you know, anywhere below that 64 area, I'm all in, and we can sell it. But I don't want to buy the New Zealand dollar. Not interested. So we just wait for this to pull back and give us our entry. So I'm just looking for a bearish candlestick formation and break that 200 exponential moving average, and we'll just take it. And it's low. It's a low drawdown. It's a low risk trade. All you do is stick your stop above the 200, about 6 pips, and that's it. And you know, it either works or it doesn't. If it doesn't, you're only going to be out 10 or 12 pips, and you're not out 40 or 50 or 100 pips, right? It's a low risk trade here. It's a really easy trade. Just you got to be patient, wait for price to come to us. Alrighty. All right, traders. On behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading. I don't know what happened with this chart on November 11, 2015. Yes, traders, I am burning up with fever, and I really don't feel well, so I think I'm going to get out of here. Traders, we'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great trading day, and always remember to trade smart and not hard. Take care, traders. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.